Welcome back. My name is Michael Trowbridge, and the Jira task that I have been working on the most is the compile Steel Vulture primary level Jira task. Um, we needed this one done as soon as possible, and it is the one I have spent the most time in because it is the combination of all the mechanics that we created last month. So let me go ahead and get to the project, and I will start listing off everything that has been completed. The current build is build 2.01. And the reason we needed a compiled build is because all the mechanics that we wanted to keep from last month needed to be added into a single level for all of us to be able to use and duplicate as needed. But the first thing we're actually going to look at that was on the task is we called it the horror lighting mechanic. It includes a light switch, the lights, and the power controller that actually controls each of the different rooms. Uh, these are the light switch. Each room has a light switch in it that allows the player to send Steve over to turn the power on in that room. And when the power is on in system rooms, it will increase the capabilities of that system. Now, also, it will turn off all the power in any other room, so only one room can actually be powered at a time. So the player will have to pick and choose, depending on what task or goal he's trying to go for at the moment. Um, but each room includes like this red light for the player to still be able to see, and also a white light once the room is on. Another piece of this mechanic is a camera event that can show up every once in a while called Shadow Steve. Only in dark rooms, Shadow Steve can appear to cause chaos and confusion for the player. And the only way to get rid of him is to turn on the power. Here we go. Let me test that one right now. Now the second piece is actually this life support room that I'm in here. This was not in the original level. It's actually both of these two rooms right here. We call life support. Turn the power off, gets rid of Steve. These two rooms also included the stamina for Steve. So Steve only has a certain amount of energy before he gets really tired and he slows down a lot. And the only way to get him back up is using this bed. And that was actually the majority of this task, was adding these two rooms into the level, because we had to move a lot of rooms around. We had to move which camera is seen, like in order, what list, just for the player to not be confused, and it actually circles the ship in the correct manner. And most importantly, the weapons room needed to be directly next to the bridge. But the next piece of this task was the gin box. That currently is actually not in the level. We put it in the level. It's like a procedurally generated asteroid field for the level. That way we don't need any other levels. We can keep increasing the difficulty of this procedurally generated world, so that every level that they go to, it just reloads this level and increases the difficulty. That's a really good system, as it almost lets it last as long as we need it to. But it was added, and then it is currently getting a rework done. So it still allowed me to move this into review. And then the last piece was this objective computer. It is actually this computer right here. It's the optional tasks. Oh. Let me get rid of this fire so we can actually see the computer from here. The yeah, it's this optional tasks button you see here. It allows the player to have a couple of additional tasks they can complete, so that they get some sort of reward uh, and make their life a little easier. Some of these tasks can be really difficult, but it gives a better reward. Some of them can just be really dangerous, but again, it gives a better reward. Um, or some of them are even just skill based. Uh, but that was the final piece that we decided to add um, to the game. But that is my Jira task that I was assigned to. Mainly because I needed to do the horror lighting. That was my mechanic. Um, and some of these other ones just needed to be added to the lighting mechanic that I created. But other than that, I hope you have a good one.
Hi, my name is Benjamin Martinez, and this is my Jira task demonstration for the sprint check-in. So far, I've gotten a couple things done this week, but the most recent one I've been working on is this one right here, the progress bars. It says, change progress bars into diegetic objects in the ship. So I'm going into Perforce. We have builds folder. Open it up. So for this task, in the first playthrough, go ahead and turn this down a little bit. During the initial playthrough on week 1, the build initially had the progress bars all on the bottom here. There was like the oxygen and fuel and things like that. So what I did, so for the fuel, I put it on the radar table since that's where they are moving, the ship is being moved, so I felt that's where it was most pertinent. So as the ship moves around, you can see the fuel bar going down. So there's that one. And then for other one, oxygen, I moved that to the oxygen tank near the back of the ship, because this is where you would go to put your O2 resource into the oxygen bar to increase it to keep from losing health. And then for the other progress bars, I changed those into radial bars, just to like conserve space on the screen. So for instance, stamina pertains to the NPC character, so as he's moving around, you can see it going down a little bit, slightly. And I tested the other ones as well. Whenever the NPC takes damage, like when oxygen runs out, this one starts to go down as well. And same for ship health. Whenever you run into something, this one also goes down. So yeah, that's the recent one I've been working on. For these radial bars down here, they probably won't stay in that place. I'm probably gonna merge these two somehow, make one a little bigger, so make it like 2 layers, and then have like an icon or something for the NPC. And then for the ship health, I'll probably just move the corners and just keep it there for now. Right. This is the end of my demonstration. Thank you for watching.
Hello, my name is Anthony Schroder, and today I'm going to be demoing a change I made in this current build, in which scanning asteroids makes them change color. This was done by assigning a color to each of the asteroid types, and I did that by assigning the 3 base materials you can get from an asteroid to the 3 primary colors. So you can see if I scan this asteroid over here, this this one is all 3, so it actually stayed white because that's the color that I assigned to have all 3. But if I scan this one over here, you can see it's a tier 1 asteroid with Ignite in it, so it's yellow with an eye. If I go up and scan this one, then you can see it's a tier 3 with rocket in it. This is one with ignite and oxygen, and so you can see just how that works. So this was Jira task PBN 144, and I completed the criteria of having asteroids or colors assigned to each one, and having the asteroid change color and its static mesh to denote the material inside once you have scanned it. I also retained the size of the asteroid, so there is no weirdness going on with that. That is the mechanic that I am demoing for this video. Pretty straightforward, but helps the clarity a lot on certain things and provides some additional player feedback. Thank you for watching.
Alright, my name is Vinny Zhang, and I will be going over one of my Jira issues, which is to optimize lose stamina. So, right here, check the character's moving, and if it's moving, lose stamina. And then that's the first complete criteria I have finished. So add an event tick for BP Steve, and when Steve for Steve to lose stamina, and then losing stamina whenever he walks. So let's go into the project. So, yep, new game, steel vulture, confirm. And you see right there, the stamina. He's not walking, so he's not losing any stamina. So if you press something like this, you see down here, it is losing stamina. Let's go like right here. It's a pretty far room, so every time he walks, it will start to lose stamina. And I also checked that whenever he is not moving, he'll stop using stamina. So, yep, and he sits down. And yep, you see down here, stamina is, it just stopped. And then whenever he stands up, it will start losing stamina again. Hello there, Shadow Steve. And of course, it is it's not finished. I want to make it so every time he fix something, do something, it will consume some stamina. And yeah, that's basically it. So yeah.